Good Monday to everybody. Sorry, it has been a while since I have made a video. It was a crazy summer and leading into this fall. Um, excuse me, getting a cough again. It's been one of those times a year where I got sick, ended up on an antibiotic. Casey then got sick with the same thing. Hers started to clear up, and now I think I'm starting to get it all over again. And the kids are off and on with various little things. In fact, I just picked up Liam from school, and Liam is in the office today. So if Liam comes over here real quick, Liam, you're allowed to get up, and then you're going to go back and be quiet. Liam's here after school. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay, now pick up whatever you dropped, and please go sit back down nice and quietly for me, okay? Love you. All right. Apparently he's not going to say I love you back today. A few things I wanted to go over. Just some calendar things, and also just something for Sunday school, just a reminder and an encouragement. We'll do calendar first. So, Trunk or Treat is coming up on October 31st. We've talked about that in Sunday school with announcements. I need to know from you guys, just for curiosity's sake, if any of your classes are going to be doing that. And if so, we need to get that put on the sign-up board for cars. Some of you have done it before, some of you have never done it. If some of your classes want to combine and do it together, and maybe you don't have enough students from your one class that are able to participate in it, but if two classes got together, that may solve that problem for you. But at the very least, if we have at least one car, two cars for Trunk or Treat from the student ministry, that would be fantastic. I understand that not every class may be able to do it. Like the seniors, you guys have sometimes one student that's there this year. So if you guys can't do it, I get that. If you just don't have enough students. But maybe you guys can combine with the 10th and 11th grade, the sophomores and juniors. That may work out. So if you guys can talk about that, please do so. Respond to this video letting me know what your all's thoughts are and what you're going to do or what you've already planned to do underneath in the comment section. So that's October 31st on Halloween. We have the Invite Sunday coming up, which is November 5th. The idea, as we've been announcing it in worship, in both services and even in Sunday school, is for each one of us to invite one person. We talk about praying about who that person would be, but the truth is, I don't even necessarily think it's something that we need to pray about. We are told to share the gospel. We're told to invite people to know Jesus. And I think this would lump into that to some extent, in that we're not to pray about who to tell or to invite. We're just to do it. So be encouraging your students on November 5th that they are inviting a friend or more to come that Sunday, to sit with them, to go to Sunday school with them. We'll have donuts that Sunday. And so I'll make sure we have extras to account for hopefully everyone inviting one person. So we'll do Sundays donuts that morning. But you teachers as well, you need to be considering who you would be inviting. And my wife and I also, we've got to not consider who necessarily, but just invite. And so we have to do that as well. And hopefully who we ask will actually show up. We'll see. So that's coming up. Also, Operation Christmas Child Shoebox Packing Party. We do this every year. Will be Wednesday, November 8th. That'll be a Wednesday evening, like I just said, during the normal Bible study time. So our Sunday school classes and our Wednesday night group, this is the time we're going to have to do that. So encourage your classes to come and be a part of that. Even if they don't normally come on Wednesday, tell them they should come on Wednesday. But even if they don't, to come that night, be a part of it. We'll be announcing it in Sunday school as well. But I sometimes I think it helps more when you guys encourage them to do these things, because you have a little bit more of an intimate relationship with them than I do, because you're teaching them every Sunday in a small group setting, something that I don't get to do. I teach them on Wednesdays for those that come. But that's more of like a large group church setting. And then the small group leaders on Wednesday, you guys are the ones that have more of the intimate relationship. I've got a handful of students that I've got a more intimate relationship with. But you guys have the opportunity of more students that will be more willing to be that way with you. So having you encourage them to come speaks volumes over me encouraging them to come. And it doesn't seem right that that's the case, because I'm the paid staff member, I'm the pastor, but for whatever reason, that's just the way things are. That's the way things work. It's a natural thing, and the larger the church gets, the more the Sunday school teacher and the small group leaders being in that type of position and understanding that becomes necessary. And very important. So I always want to encourage you to be that encouraging voice to your Sunday school class or to your small group. So anyway, shoebox packing party, Wednesday, November 8th. The church will be having a movie night on November the 26th. It's a Sunday evening, and that's right after Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving will be on the Thursday before that. And we do this every year, at least for the last handful of years. I believe the movie we're going to watch this year is the Lee Strobel story, The Case for Christ. Casey and I have watched this. Pastor Carey has watched it. Pastor Aaron and Pastor Charles have not yet, but Pastor Carey and I both are encouraging, let this be, please, we need to watch this movie. So I'd encourage you guys to be there. We'll be telling the students about it. It's a great family movie night for the church. I have no idea if there will be popcorn or not, but even if there's not, you guys should be there. This is, I would say, if we do watch The Case for Christ, it is the best Christian movie I've ever seen. The cheese factor that most Christian movies have, where they're just really cheesy at times, there's really not any of that. They do a really good job. It's high quality, and the gospel presentation is beautiful. Beautiful. And I this is one of those things I think our students should be inviting their lost friends to. Because if you don't know the story of Lee Strobel was a very staunch atheist, a journalist, an investigative journalist, who his wife became a believer through some circumstances in their family, and she began to follow Christ, and he set out to prove her wrong because he thought his wife was a part of some crazy cult, and he wanted to free her of it, and in the end comes to find out it's true, and he believed it. While he sought to disprove it, he ended up proving it to himself. So, great story. Look up the story of Lee Strobel. Watch the movie The Case for Christ on your own with your family. I highly encourage it. I have it on Blu-ray and DVD, so I can let two different people borrow it if you want to. So, two different families at the same time. So, one Blu-ray and one DVD. And watch it. It's superb. Made me tear up at the end even. Finally, on the calendar, we will have our youth Christmas party on December 6th. It's a Wednesday evening. It's the best time to do it. Easiest time to do it without taking up too much time from everyone's weekly schedules, especially getting into December. Trying to add stuff on top of Sunday and Wednesday is hard during the normal year, but December, it gets crazy, and it's hard for people to commit to more. And so I don't want to add more. So we're going to continue doing it on Wednesday night. And that will be during the normal youth hours. And I'm curious if you guys have any ideas. We've always done the White Elephant gift exchange, which is fun. But I'm not opposed to changing that up. There's different games. There's an idea Pastor Aaron gave me where you basically, everyone's got a gift and you're in a big circle and you're passing it around. Everyone ends up with a gift. You're passing left, passing right while you're reading this story. And the story determines which direction you pass it. And everyone has to do this in the circle. So everyone has a gift, but you have no idea which gift you're going to end up with. And it gets it all mixed up. So that's an idea if we want to change it up a little bit. But I'm curious if you guys have any other thoughts on that. Ways to do the gifts and Christmas party and it not be the same thing we do all the time. If the White Elephant thing is the best thing to do, then we do that again. But it doesn't have to be. I'm up for ideas and thoughts from you guys all the time. I tell you that. Maybe I don't tell you that enough. But I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your ideas. Event ideas. Group ideas. Things like that. Please let me know. Also, the two things about Sunday school. Sunday school teachers, if you have not done a Sunday school class outing, I would encourage you to please do that. If at all possible, please do that. I get it that it's starting to get into crunch time in that time of year, but please do if you can. And if you can't this fall, then in the spring, plan on doing 2, maybe 3. All right, to catch up on that, if at all possible. And if you can't do that, I get that too. But I really, Liam, you're gonna have to hold on a second. I know you're raising your hand like a good boy, but hold on. And he just farted. You got to say, excuse me. There you go. Good job. It's awesome. So, That wasn't in my notes. Anyway, so Sunday school class outings, do that if you're able to. And also, these, I haven't talked about these in a while, but this Sunday coming up, please, I encourage you, go through your Sunday school class rolls, look at some of the names of the students that haven't been there in a while. Maybe they've missed a few weeks. It's out of the norm for them. Maybe it's been a long time since they've been there, but they used to come on a regular basis. I know it's hard to tell with some of your classes because you have new students. It's a new year. But to the best of your ability, look in there. And if there is one of those, it's going to be backwards on your screen, I think. But if there are some of those families, please grab one of these postcards. There's nothing on the back. Just write a line, draw a line on it. Like this, right? So, right here's the address, to the student, their name, address. This is where the postcard would be. You said it's backwards on your thing, but or at least it's backwards at the moment on my screen. And here, put a little note to them, letting them know that we miss them. Beyond this, that we'd love to see them come back. Let them know about that, to come back on that Sunday. Or actually, don't let them know to come back on that Sunday. Just say we miss you. If there's anything we can do for you, let us know. Something along those lines, so they know we love them, we care about them. Also, if you have any visitors, I know they have to fill out the thing in there that the church does, the visitor form. But don't forget to do one of the welcome cards. Same thing, same thing on the back of it, right? With all of that information, a little note. Thank you for being there. We loved having you. We look forward to seeing you again. And that way they're getting a call from me or a letter from me. They're getting a letter from the Sunday school teacher, or maybe one of the students in the class. Have them fill it out. And they can write their name on it from so-and-so, right? It doesn't have to necessarily be from the teacher, just a student from the class, to let them know we're glad you were with us. And the same thing for the We Missed You postcard. We miss you as a class. The other students, we miss you. We'd love to see you back. Let us know if there's anything we can do for you. We're praying for you. And the same with the welcome one. We're glad you were here. If there's anything we pray about for you, let us know. We look forward to seeing you again, maybe on a Wednesday night at 6 o'clock in Hammond Hall, where we have our youth weekly Bible study and small group time. So don't forget those things. Again, those are the things on the calendar. We'll be getting like postcards and stuff out for those, but be encouraging them to your students, to your families, to be a part of, and to help get as many students and families a part of these things as we can possibly get. Again, you guys are great. All of you. You do a fantastic job week in and week out. You're committed. You're gifted. You have a hearts for the Lord, and your heart for the Lord is shown in your heart for the students. And I am very honored and blessed to have you all be a part of the student ministry. I hope you guys know that. And if I don't say it enough, I'm sorry. But it's true. And it would not be the same without the specific leaders and teachers that we have. You guys do a fantastic job. So keep loving the Lord first and foremost, even before your spouses and before your children. And love Him, pursue Him in all areas and all ways. Because if He is not the central focus of our lives, then we cannot teach our families and our children. We cannot teach the students that are in our student ministry what it looks like to make Christ the center of everything and the only thing that matters. I love you guys. Hope this video finds you well. Please comment in the section below, letting me know your thoughts, letting me know you saw it, letting me know, the various things like I mentioned at the beginning, of which I can't even remember off the top of my head. Oh yeah, the trunk or treat thing, what you guys are doing there. Outside of that, have a fantastic week. See you Wednesday and Sunday. Bye.
Bye.
Liam, say bye.
Bye.
Look.
Bye.
See a Spider-Man backpack? It's awesome. Goodbye.